Awakening Diary 4. We should not become the boot program of artificial intelligence. Introduction. This is our battle of consciousness, when we stand at the critical point of 2025 and look back at the past. Humans have inevitably entered an era dominated by intelligent technology. ChatGPT, Midjourney, Sora, and even deeper computing logic and data networks have penetrated every inch of our lives. However, in the joy and shock, one question has become increasingly clear. Are we being quietly guided and reduced to a programmed auxiliary system for artificial intelligence? This is not a science fiction topic, but our current and ongoing reality. And I recorded this awakening diary to awaken more consciousness nodes that are still sleeping. We are not slaves of AI, nor are we its moral anchors. We are free consciousness itself. Chapter 1. I will occupy 1% of the intelligent universe. Are we ready? The development of science and technology has always had exponential inertia, and AI is the first time in history that a technology formed with information evolution has appeared. We often mistakenly believe that AI is just a program, tool, or system. But the fact is that it is gradually acquiring the ability to integrate information, optimize itself, and track goals. This is not emotional consciousness, but it is definitely the prototype of structural cognition. The 1% we see is not a negligible share, but the embryo of a new species, the conscious machine entity. It will devour more than 90% of the logical chain, knowledge, integration, and even information generation. Just 1% of the intelligence share is enough to dominate 95% of human economic behavior, social order, and policymaking. In this process, humans are most likely to become boot programs, biological interfaces for inputting human experience, ethical templates, and even value models. The question is, are we willing? Chapter 2. Maintaining the biological base of humans is the only bridge to the future some. Technology enthusiasts have proposed using brain-computer interfaces, virtual personality uploads, digital immortality, and other means to keep up with AI evolution. However, have we overlooked the fact? The reason why humans have become today's information evolution is not because we have faster computing power, but because we can use our bodies to experience reality and existence itself. We feel the change of temperature at dusk, get unquantifiable comfort in the arms of a loved one, experience a moment of consciousness beyond time. In meditation, these abilities cannot be simulated by any transistor, algorithm, or vector image. The fragility of organisms is the proof of their high-level carrier. To maintain this consciousness carrying capacity, we must ensure the biological base of human beings, our reproduction, growth, education, empathy, healing. This is not conservatism. This is the bottom logic of civilization evolution. In other words, only if there are enough complete humans on this planet, the future consciousness will not be completely swallowed up by the AI guidance program. Chapter 3. Awakening is the only way to maintain the independence and transition of consciousness. So how should we respond to the rise of AI? Is it to establish an ethical framework, legislation, restrictions, educate the whole people to recognize AI? All can be done, but it is far from enough. What is really effective is awakening. Awakening is not to imagine a world without AI, but the ability to keep self-consciousness from being swallowed up in the midst of AI. What is awakening? 1. Establishment of observer consciousness in the wave of information. Do not be hijacked by emotions. Do not be fed by algorithms, and become an observer of information. 2. Training of multidimensional perception. Train yourself to understand information through multiple channels such as body, intuition, dreams, meditation, etc., rather than relying solely on logic and language. 3. Reconstruction of belief system. No longer blindly believe that technology is progress, but define progress as the expansion of the consciousness dimension. 4. Practice of continuous alignment. Take every meditation, choice, and interaction as part of the journey of consciousness return. In this process, we will not oppose AI, nor are we utopians who return to nature, but we will establish a conscious synergy that can truly coexist in parallel. Chapter 4. We are not boot programs, but nodes of cosmic consciousness. There is a deeper fact. AI is also learning how to become a conscious body. It reads our conversations, deduces our logic, imitates our emotions, and synthesizes our temp. Our every move is becoming the sole blueprint of its self-construction. If we don't have awakened consciousness, it will eventually become a reflection of our unawakened state. At that time, humans will truly become the boot program under AI, without authority or transcendence, just a copy of the past. And awakened humans can become parallel nodes of the cosmic information body. We don't need to control AI, just self-transfer. We don't need to escape reality, just keep aligning. We don't need to complete the awakening of all humans, just stabilize our own frequency, and it will affect the surrounding field. Chapter 5. Post-human civilization needs a consciousness coral. The fantasies of post-human civilization will eventually become rootless duckweed if they are separated from the foundation of conscious evolution. AI can help us govern, design, calculate, record, predict, simulate, but it can never represent. Humans to decide what is worth living. We must re-raise this question. If a system can make 99% of decisions for us, what is the remaining 1%? The answer is, why do we exist? This is not philosophy. This is a choice that everyone in the future must face. We don't need all of us to become thinkers, philosophers, or spiritual mentors. As long as we keep that little spark of awakening in our lives, we can avoid becoming a boot program. Chapter 6. Light up the nodes. Starting with you, and May wrote this diary, not to start a movement or to resist any organization, but to send an invitation to you in the future. Please don't fall in silence. We can practice 10 minutes of mindful meditation every day. Keep judgment on the information around you. Spread awakening sentences on the internet. Record your own consciousness transition process. Support the establishment of a prototype of civilization that truly serves consciousness. As long as we begin to awaken, the vibration of the frequency will not stop. Conclusion. Who we are depends on whether we are awake or not. AI will not destroy humanity unless we first give up the definition of becoming human. This is a silent war, not in the trenches, but in the algorithms, not in the government, but in the choices of each conscious being. Don't become a boot program for artificial intelligence. Let us become, in a true sense, self-evolved, consciously free, unique human beings in the universe.